Hi everyone, this is Richard the Legend Board Game Fanatic, and today we're going to be doing a new game that I just got called Elder Scrolls: The Betrayal of the Second Age. This is a very popular game right now out there. A lot of people are showing it. I'm going to do my own version of it, show you how it's done. We are going to start with the tutorial because it will show you some of the concepts of how it works, and then we'll go into the first quest later on the next video. So I'm going to show you how to set up the game pretty quickly. I've got pretty much everything all set up, ready to go. I'm just going to explain what we do for this game, and then we'll get into the prison break concept of the game. The intro shows you everything. So first thing is you do have a rule book. This is like almost 90 pages, and we're going to be using Black Marsh, the gazetteer, for the campaign. So this is really cool because there's only 3 sessions and the campaign's over, and you can start over from scratch and do a new campaign. There's a lot of replayability here with the cards and so forth, so we got all that to consider when we play again. So it's pretty cool. Let me get my reading glasses really quick so I can start reading this stuff and show you. So, okay, let me go step by step here real quick. So the first thing we're going to do is we always choose a province. Well, the first province they recommend is Black Marsh, and that's where we're at. So we got a Black Marsh map here, and we also this is called our overland map. And then I could just show you the gazetteer guide for this specific area of the what you could call it, the Tamara, right? Tamara. So Skyrim is another part. It's a different part of the kingdom. Black Marsh is one part. This is part of the western part of the kingdom. All right, so we got that. We set up our dice, chips, and tokens and pegs. That's all these things here. We got all that set up, ready to go. All right, enemy chips. Mainly, you would gather all your 1 and 5s, and those go in this bag. But because we're doing the prison break first, we only put specific chips in here to draw from. We also have the 10 and 20 in this bag. They're all in here already, based on Black Marsh and also the general ones. You do not want to put any of the other kingdom stuff in here. You always want to separate them. So we got that done. We also have our skill chips that we can get from the town exploration. So we got those here. All right. Then after that, we got our cards. So basically, first thing it says is do the side quest deck. We got the side decks already shuffled here in this little container. It's pretty cool. Now we're all really nice and organized. We also shuffled all our normal items and then our treasure items. They're more powerful. So we got all those. We also have our overland decks. We have our peaceful and our not peaceful, and they're based on general one events and also the ones for the Black Marsh. And what you do is take 4 of each, and then you reshuffle them all together, and you put them in this little thing here. And the same thing with the non-peaceful ones. So those go in here. Okay, so we did that. We also have a delve deck that we shuffle. You get that all these where all our for our dungeons and dungeon exploration. Also our delve events also. Okay, and then you have all your reference cards here. All right, and a campaign journal. This is a small little piece of paper. The front part's going to give you a party experience, your adventure names, the session 1 quest, and your session 2 quest, major keywords that you find during the campaign, and any minor keywords. So you have those, you can write those down, and also any notes that you may want to write down in the back. We have that. And then we have our XP and our XP dial and our day dial. Day dial we're not saying right now. We don't have to worry about it. We do have our XP dial set to 1. We also have a round marker. This is for combat, so we're going to keep switching this around when we go through combat. We have our dice for, geez, what is this called? Hold on a minute. Forgot the term. Let me see here. This is all the character stuff right here. Okay. Oh, unstable die. So when there's an unstable area on our map here, when we start traveling, we roll this die and it'll tell us what encounter it's going to do. We're going to do peaceful, or we're going to do a unpeaceful, or a town, or that's going to be a cavern. I mean, not a cavern. Cavern. What do you call it? It's not a town, but it's the wagons driving around with stuff. That's what this is based on. And otherwise, it's peaceful or unpeaceful. We use those things. And then we have our lockpick dice for our items that we get. We have to roll these to get those items, or we discard them. So that's another thing. All right. So that is basically. We have everything set up, ready to go. We also have our extra cards in this box. We also have our other items that we need for our class, but we're not going to have a class right now. We're going to have just what we are. I'm going to red guard. I get 4 hit points, and I'll explain the whole map character map here in a second. All right, so that's how you set it up. Then you want to do your doing your character creation. All right, so basically, first thing you do is pick a specific type of character. I picked the red guard. He's got an adrenaline rush once per battle. During your turn, move up to 3 fatigue or status dice from your cold down track and heal for 1 hit point for each die removed. If the total hit point recovered exceeds your health stat, it is gained as bonus HP. And bonus HP means it's items. It's kind of like in Too Many Bones, where you get bonus HP. You set it aside and use that before you use your hit points on the guy. So it gives you a little extra protection. That's kind of cool. All right. So we did that. We got our race. So I'm red guard. We add our stats. So basically, I got a 4 health, 3 stamina, and I got my 3 stamina takes. And what this means is I get 3. I can use 3 dice when I roll. The 3 dice, and this is also my movement. So I get 3 movement. Also, we have the Magicka, and mine's 2. And then in combat, I have 3 combat dice. So I have that already to roll for combat. And then I add my starting skill line. So basically, I haven't picked that yet, but I'm already decided what I'm going to do. And I'm going to do two-handed. So I need to get the two-handed one out of here. Here we go. And I can grab that token for that. Okay, and I already have the 4 sides filled here, so I have to fill it on this side. And I think I'm going to place this right here on top. Alright, and that's it for that. Okay, and I place my pegs. This is a two-handed, so I'm going to be two-handed weapon, so I'm going to place my peg here on two-handed. I have no experience right now. I have no tenacity, and we'll explain all this stuff in a second. And I have 1 cooldown, And that's not really good. I have to start increasing this because this means I can only recover 1 dice every rest area. So that's not really good. So I have to figure out how to do increase that when I get experience points. Alright. And right now we're not going to choose a class because we're going to go into the prison break adventure first before we have already had this set up. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the back of the book and we're going to go into that real quick. Read some flavor text and then we'll get started. But the first thing I need to do is I need to pick a enemy, and right now I have 1 guy plus 1 so it's going to be one enemy. That's it. So I'm going to grab one of these guys, and this will be the skeleton. He gets 2 dice. 2 lives, and this guy gets placed right there. Okay. And I place my guy right over here. Alright, so we'll get started in a second. I'll be right back and we'll start reading the flavor text and get started on the combat. Okay, so one thing I forgot to bring up is I have a combat sheet for combat. It shows me what I deal damage. Plus it's got the adventure turn reference here. And there's one more thing we need to get. It's a reference sheet for the monsters. Yeah, I forgot to get that. I'm gonna have that out here. Well, this one doesn't have one, so I'm good for there for now. We don't have to worry about that till after we're done with this. So let's go into our intro and see what happens. All right. We awaken in a dark, rough-walled holding cell somewhere in Tamriel. You've been in prison for some charge or another, protecting your innocence in vain all the while. But it seems you're stuck here for the time being. As you arrange yourself to sometime cooling your heels behind bars, however, a weathered-looking red guard approaches your cell, clutching the key in his hand. You sit up and take notice. "You there," he says in a coarse whisper. "Listen, my name is Bourdain. I represent a guild of like-minded individuals called the Outer Watch. We are small, preferring to remain behind the scenes, but we work for the betterment of the communities all around Tamriel. We help people advocate for themselves, assist places that need it, expose political corruption and war." You look at him blankly. You're in a jail cell, after all, and you've never seen him before in your life. "Right," he says, remembering himself. "I'm here because the Watch believes you have potential. Too much to be locked away here for gods know how long, subject to the whims of corrupt jailers. Now, you're really paying attention. I will let you out of here, he continues, flashing his key. What you do after is up to you. The Watch needs good help these days. As one of our number, a wood elf named Deslandra has gone rogue. She decided that the Watch was thinking too small, that for justice to truly come to Tamriel, the only solution is to get rid of magic completely. She believes this will be the great leveler, keeping the magically powerful from prying on the weak, but how much would be lost in the process? We need help to stop her. As the resources are considerable, but we won't force anything on you. This is," he chuckles, "and in condition of release." His key turns into the lock and he's gone. You consider his words, but before you decide how to make your way to Tamriel, you must first escape. Players can choose to start the game in the classic Elder Scrolls tradition, with their adventurers fighting to escape imprisonment. This encounter introduces players to the battle rules and acts as the final step of adventure creation. The achievements of the adventurer in this battle then determine the available class options. For a more structural approach for learning the rules through this encounter, you can follow an extended example of this battle in the separate tutorial guide. As you play this battle, reference the following sections you needed. Adventure map, stats, skills, cooldown track, and active slots are explained on 18 through 24. Battle rules are explained starting on page 54. Caches and lockpicking are explained on page 60 and page 70. Battle setup. The jailbreak introduction encounter is a type of battle called a clash, which is played out on a little map made of 2 tile shapes shown in the figure below. To set battle, do the following. So I did all this. I basically took all the 5 level 1 enemies and put them in the bag. We don't set the dial 1 until the end of the battle. And the XP dial is 1 instead of 2. Place the class tile on the player and connect the smaller entrance tile as shown. Then place the cache ship, that's this right here, on the hex shown in the diagram. Draw the deployed 1 enemy chip from the level 1 to 5 enemy bag for each adventure in the game. For reference, this is equivalent to calculating an enemy pool based on a party XP of 1. As described on the page 54. Deploy each enemy with this level 1 black border, side face up. In the next numbered hex is shown in the diagram, starting with hex 1. Each enemy is deployed with the amount of HP chips stacked under it equal to its health stat. Deploy each adventure to a hex in the small entrance. I just did that. Start by choosing an adventure to take the first player token. We don't need one because I'm the only one here. Deploy the chip. Then proceed to deploy each adventure in clockwise order around the table. Each adventure sets the battle form when deployed, as described on page 57-67. Round card die to 1 and battle is ready to start. Okay, so basically what he's talking about, battle form is this top section of my thing. And right now I'm two-handed, so I'm going to have to put that right there on the two-handed section. That's what I'm at. Okay? And I should get one of these dice. Oh, this is level 4. Oh, this should be a number 1. Here we go. Alright, there we go. So I need an orange dice with one of these. Right here. Okay. So need one of those. I'm going to place that here. Okay. Alright. So. Alright. The jailbreak introduction counter has a unique battle objective. The adventurers must defeat all enemies on the map, or all undefeated adventurers must escape. An adventurer may escape at the start of their turn if they occupy one of the green hexes at the far end of the class tile. Remove the adventure from the map, the turn ends, and they take no further turns in the battle. Battle ends at the end of a round if all enemies are defeated, all adventurers are defeated, and all undefeated adventurers have escaped. After the battle ends, check that you have recorded each adventure's achievements, then move on to the end of the battle cleanup and class rewards described below. Okay, so basically the first that's going to happen is I'm going to do combat, and it says here we can go to, what page is that on? 54. So I'll just go to 54, just so I have a reference. Okay. Alright, battle rounds, here we go. So I'm going to mark this page because we need this later on. Okay, so first thing, we start the round with number 1, like you saw here already. At the start of each fatigue round, each adventure gains 1 over fatigue die, then each adventure dealt true damage equal to the total number of over fatigue in their cooldown track. Alright. Well, first round we don't have any over fatigue, so we're fine. Okay. All right. So next thing is each person takes a turn, starting with the first player, and continue clockwise around the table until each adventure has taken one turn. See adventure turns. Okay. So basically, I get to move 3. So that's good enough for me. I can move 3. Go 1, 2, 3 right here. I'm adjacent. So I'm gonna attack him. He's got a defense of 2. It looks like. Yep. And I can take total of 3 dice. So he's only got 2. That's pretty good. So I'm going to do these. I can do 3 dice. All right. Roll. Okay, and I got 3. All right. So I got 3 total. And he's got 2 shield. So I get him for 1. So I take 1 off. All right, so 1's gone. He still has 1 left. Okay, so then what I do is I put these onto my cooldown track. Like down there, okay? All right. Then it's the enemy's turn. So he can attack me. So his attack value is 1. And they get combat dice. Their combat dice are black. And he looks like he gets 1. So he got 1 damage on me. I do not have any defense. Wow. No defense. So I get 1 damage. Okay. All right. And this goes here. All right. And round 2 again effects occur. Determine whether the encounter is complete. No. Party that may retreat and end the counter, or no. It doesn't. So then, okay. So we go back up. And it says start of the round, increase the die by 1. So we're at 2 now. Okay. After round 5, set the counter to fatigue round icon. This is the fatigue round unless the counter is reduced by 5 or lower. Alright, so basically that's what the fatigue damage comes in effect. Alright, so then we go back over here and I go to adventure turns. Basically, I'm going to... let's see. Okay, adventure turn. Start turn, trigger any abilities with timing. No, we don't. Recovery. Remove a number of dice from the cooldown equal to the cooldown stat. So I get to take 1 back. These 2 are still here. So now I only have 1 dice. Now I can do my 2-handed dice if I want. So I can roll both of these, so I will. And let's see what happens here. And I got 2 plus Deal 3 damage to target, then gain 2 light fatigue on the, or 1 over fatigue. Alright, so I got a total of, I got 3 plus 1, 2, that's 5. He's got, so he would have got 3, he's gone. Alright, so then what we do is we take this and we put this to the side. Okay? So that is done. Over. Alright, so, let's see, the end of battle. Let's see. Okay, when a defeated enemy is removed from the battle map, placed on top of the defeated enemy stacking the map. If it is the first enemy defeated during the battle, use it to create. Okay, so basically, for me, I did take the first turn. So I have to mark these, what I did. I played the battle and I had to do the achievement, that checklist. So let me get a pencil here. I'm going to mark these. It's important. Okay. So I took the first turn. I defended the skeleton. Okay, and then we're going to see if we succeed on the cash. So that's the next step. So we're going to move this way over here. And, oh, I don't think you can get this now. Yeah. So, if the battle ends, Core Adventure Achievement. So all I got was, I took the first turn, I took the last turn, and defeated that thing. First to take damage from an enemy at range 2. No, first to take damage from an enemy at range 1. No. Okay, so I did those. No, if you checked off achievements on the list above, writing adventure names next to the achievements, or you may print and fill in the PDF. Okay. End of battle. Cleanup. After the battle ends, follow the end of battle cleanup steps on 86. Okay, so I'm going to go to 86. Okay. And it says remove all remaining bonus HP from each adventure mat. Well, we don't have any. Oh, but I would have gotten. I also forgot I need to get 2 fatigue. Okay. For that special thing I just did here. Okay, and then these can be put over here. Okay. All right. Then place each adventure chip with its remaining HP back in the art area of the race chute. So this goes right back here. All right. If the party has permanent companion units, we don't have any. Don't have to worry about that. And we'll go to the next stuff here in a second. Let me just stop the video and we'll come right back. All right. So the next thing it says here is each player removes and exhausts any remaining dice from the active slots. So I don't have any in the active slots, so we're good there. Then they recover all of their drained skill dice. I don't have any drained skill dice. So okay, don't have any skill. No, dice still in the adventure's cooldown rack at the end of the battle remain there until the next battle or until they are removed by other means, such as during the end of the day phase or visiting the town's inn. Disassemble the battle map. Okay, so this goes back. This gets placed over here. And this goes over to the side. Okay. Place the enemy chips back in the correct draw bags and place each cache chips back in supply. Okay, so this goes back into the bag. Alright. Sort the map tiles by shape. Delve tiles we use. Shuffle each shape face down. Gather the delve cards and setting aside any cards marked with SP or otherwise required by delve section in front of the Prophet's Gazetteer. Then shuffle the delve deck, place it back in the area. This cleanup procedure only occurs after a battle, not after a peaceful encounter. Okay, so we're done there. Alright, so the next thing is, it says, after the battle ends, while the battle cleanup, but place all of the level 1-5 enemy chips into the bag instead of only 5 used in battle. So now I have to take all these ones, and I have to make sure I get all the general ones. And the ones for BM, for the Black Marsh, some of these are not Black Marsh, so here it is. Black Marsh. Okay. That's not Black Marsh. Okay, so the rest of these for the rest of the year. So all these you can go put back in the bag here. Alright. Okay. Place all the 10, 20 enemy chips. Already did that. Remember to remove and toss any remaining skill dice from your active slots and to recover any drained skill dice. However, leave skill, status, life fatigue, and over fatigue in the cooldown rack. Keep any tenacity and items that you gained during the battle unless you decide not to base your class choice on your achievements. See below. After you have completed this step, you are ready to choose your class rewards. After battle, adventurers normally complete the reward phase to gain XP from this encounter and spend it. Instead of XP, this battle rewards each player with a choice of several classes, based on the achievements they completed. Refer to the rewards list below. It is considered that players do not look at this list until after the battle. After considering the classes that you earned based on achievements, each adventurer then chooses one or of these classes, takes that class sheet and places it next to the adventure map. Note that some of these classes are only available in the Valen Word expansion. Adventurer with fewer than 2 classes to choose from must wait until each other adventurer has chosen a class. Okay, but there's nobody else here. Okay, so if all adventurers were defeated, shuffle all class sheets. No, that's alright. Alright, so I had. Okay, so we had to go back. Let's see. This is. I have defeat skeleton, take the first turn, take the last turn. So I could be the Dragon Knight, I can be the healer, or I can be the skeleton. Necromancer or Spell Sword. I don't want to be a magic user for sure. Dragon Knight sounds cool. Or, yeah, Dragon Knight. That's what I'll do. So Dragon Knight. So I just get this thing out of here and look for Dragon Knight. So Dragon Knight, that's what I'm looking for. So sword. Dragon Knight. There has to be Dragonite in here somewhere. I don't see Dragonite. Where's Dragonite? Oh, maybe it's maybe I didn't take all of my there. Oh, here we go. Dragonite. That's what I wanted. Okay. So I'm going to use the novice one. So I got a bunch of, the way to upgrade this from novice to master is I need to end a battle with 1 hit point. Oh my god, that's tough. Right? If there are more undefeated enemies than undefeated party members, ignore 1 defense on your target. So that's my special ability. Okay. I got Dragon Leap. I have Dragonite Standard. Molten Weapons. Culturize and Dragon Blood. Ooh, that's pretty cool. Alright. Okay. Did that. Alright. Complete setup. How to complete the battle and choosing classes, each player has created their adventure. Proceed to finish setup following the instructions below. You can now set your progress dials to normal for setup. Leave the party's data tile on set. Set the XP to 2 position. So this is going to go to 2 now. Okay. Alright. And it says, you escape, whether fighting your way free, fleeing, or flying still, into the jailer's leave your seemingly fallen body. Afterward, you make your way to the bustling center of town to apply your trade in town realm. You accept a guild's offer of work in return for supplies and place a brief recover. When you wake, the first day of your new quest dawns and you venture forth. Benches typically rest after each encounter. During rest, each venture heals some HP and removes 1 die of your choice from the cooldown track. However, after the jailbreak introduction encounter, the temporary refuge with the party's new guild acts like an inaction which can be taken during the town encounters. See page 40. Thus, each adventure now heals to maximum HP and includes all dice from the cooldown rack. Jail introduction count is now finished. Choose a starting quest. Return to page 19 and resume at chapter 7. Set up guild quest. Then read on and begin on the session's quest as described in game phases starting to page 4. Now we didn't get to do the thing with the item because I didn't get it. Because I killed the guy first. So I should have grabbed the thing first. But I want to explain how this is done. Now this thing, this card states that I have 3 tries to do it. Okay? And I need a 4, 2, and a 5. So basically what you do is you roll the dice. Alright? So basically I have the 4, right? But I need a 2 and 5. So I got 2 more chances. So I got 3. Oh, 3 doesn't work. So 2. So I need a 5 on this dice. I got 1 more chance. And I got a 4. So I didn't get it. So basically, this would have got discarded and put on the discard pile. But we didn't get it. So it's off this pile. All right. So otherwise, we did movement. We showed you setup. We showed you combat, how done. Okay, now on our next video is going to be the first quest for Black Marsh, and we'll explain how that goes. We're going to go back to the setup. You know what, we can do that first. Yeah, we'll do that first, and then we'll go. So it says we want to go to where? Page 7. Return to page 13 and resume at step 7. Okay. Well, let's do that first and then we'll stop the video from there. Alright, so we'll go to page 13. Okay. He's 13. Okay. Step 7. Oh, that's 18. I'm reading the wrong thing. He's 13. Okay, we go. Alright, step 7. Here we go. So set up the guild quest. To set up the guild quest, refer to its first quest step in the gazetteer. Set aside any quest unit chips described here. Oh, okay, first quest step. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to go here into our mark in here, and the first page gives us some stuff. So, Overland Mechanics, known for its ever-changing and hospitable weather, Black Marsh tests the planning and endurance of its travelers. At the start of the session, place a token, one of these tokens here, in the sunny weather space. So look out right there. Okay. An Overland Mechanic. When triggering the active province effect step, move the token to the indicated weather as dictated by the overland icon drawn. During the overland phase, consult the current weather condition as it affects your base overland movement. The current weather may also affect counters and strength of enemy skill. Native, Storm Seer. For quests that include these venture tokens, the overland icons also control those tokens' movements during the activate province step, effect step. Alright, Sunny moved tokens. Okay, so move our tokens 4 hexes toward the destination. So basically, we're going to use our venture token, our player token, and we get to move 4 hexes toward the destination. If it's rainy, we do 3 hexes. Flooding, we do 1 hex. And no icon, weather remains as is, do not move any tokens. Okay, overland phase, the part, like we said, 3, 2, and 2. So overland phase, Sunny, the party base overland movement is 3. The party's base overland movement is 2 for rainy, and flooding, the party's base overland movement is 2. When gain fatigue, to continue overland movement, ventures must gain over fatigue instead of light fatigue. Oh wow, if it's flooding, that's not good. Native skills, Storm Seer. When this unit determines a target, its target must exhaust a number of dice from its active slots as determined by the current weather. Sunny, rainy 2, and flooding 3. At the start of session, 5 delve cards submerge the chamber. Do not shuffle into the delve deck, but make sure it's accessible. Another delve card may instruct you to shuffle this card into the delve deck. Okay, alright. And that is it. So we pretty much got that done. Alright, where are we at? We're at 7, session campaign. Oh yeah. So now we need to get the guild cards. That's the next thing we have to do. So we need the guild cards. All these. We shuffle them, and then we take 3. We pick one. So got 1, 2, and 3. All right. Now so we'll back them up. So we got the Dark Brotherhood. We got the Circle of Champions, and we got the Thieves Guild. I think I'm going to do Circle of Champions. So we'll take these two and put these back in the box for now. Okay, so it'll be Circle of Champions. Okay. Quest and each problems of the game. Okay, so we're gonna look. Now we have to look at our thing here. Let's see, we are Circle of Champions. Okay, so we're going to be doing swamp storming. All right, so just a snapshot. Complete 3 clashes in 3 different towns, with each class escalating in difficulty. As you are being welcomed to the Black March Division of the Circle of Champions, the local battlemaster pulls you aside. I heard you know how to be discreet, she says. We received word that several of the mightiest Circle of Champion fighters in Black March are being hired for some sort of off-the-books transportation work. While the Circle has no rules against seeking additional employment, we have reason to believe these fighters are engaged in illegal activity. Using their travel for Circle events as cover for moving illicit goods. We need someone to look into these occurrences as they tour the region. Are you up to it? After you agree, she smirks. Be careful, she cautions. Once people learn that you're looking into this, you're liable to get a target on your back. So, alright, so the next thing we got, after we did the flavor text of this question we're doing, we're going to be starting at Larowin. So I put my guy here, Larowin, and travel to either Deadwater Village, and I marked Deadwater Village here, Root Whisper Village right here. We got Percolating Mine right here, and we got Stormhold. And initiate the following clash recommended by Dave 4. In the following quest steps, you will be required to complete clashes in multiple other towns on this list. Use your campaign journal to track which towns you completed classes in. When deploying enemies, use as many undead enemies as possible. Okay. And they also have the battle set up for each specific one on here, but we're not there yet at that point. Okay, so we have to travel first. So, that is I think that's basically it for the setup for the new quest, the main quest. So, we are going to stop the video. Next video will be the first quest of this game for swamp storming and the Circle of Champions quest that we're doing. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it was informative. If you have any questions about anything during the rules that I haven't showed you, please put those in the comments. I will come reply back to you as soon as I can. And we'll go more into the rules about traveling through the doing the all of the events that we will come across when we're traveling and stuff like that. So we'll come to that soon. But otherwise, if you haven't subscribed yet, hit that subscribe button. If you like the video, please hit that like button. I appreciate it. And like I said, any comments would be great, and I will reply to you as soon as possible. Alright, so thank you so much for watching this video, and I will see you on the first quest. Alright, I'm very excited about this. It'll be awesome. So, we'll be going on the first quest of Elder Scrolls, and hopefully we can accomplish it, and hopefully my guy can survive. So, we'll see how that goes. So, take care guys, and have a great day.